Guys, Knife Culture USA here. Sorry, it's been a while since I had a video. I've been sick for like a couple weeks here, still trying to fight it off. I'm not sure what it is, but hopefully I can do a little bit more videos for you here. Well, in this couple weeks here, I was on eBay trolling a little bit, and I've always thought it'd be cool to get one of these little knives here. As you can see, it's a Spyderco. Everybody loves a Spyderco, but this is a little Spyderco. This is a little Spyderco that's legal in Chicago, and that would be why they call it the Spyderco Chicago. Here, let me wipe a little bit of this off of here. So I was trolling eBay, found this thing for a good price. Usually they want like 40, 50 bucks for these things. I found this one for a little decent price. It's actually a pretty cool little knife. Sorry, I just want to make sure this looks good for you on the camera here. As you can see, it has the BD1 steel there. Made in Taiwan. This is kind of interesting because it's made for Chicago. Excuse my cough there, I apologize. But it's actually pretty great. It's got the G10. You can actually really grab it good. I know it fits only about 3 fingers. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little knife though. Got a little tiny blade, only 2 inches, so made it legal for Chicago. It's got the great Spyderco wire clip, deep carry there. The only thing sticking up is this one little spot here, which is cool. It's a great liner lock, you know, like most Spydercos. And if you look in there, it is actually milled out. On this side, not really, but on the other side, they got a whole bunch of little holes in there, make it a little bit lighter. Not that this is a heavy knife; it's a tiny little knife. It's actually pretty cool. I actually really like it. I was a little surprised it was so small. I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, but it's actually the tolerances and everything. It's built really well for a tiny little knife. I figured this is a great knife to take on you when you're not sure how people are going to feel about the knife you have in your pocket. Or a little gentleman's knife, or a little place where people run and scream whenever you take a knife out. But this thing is tiny. It won't bother anybody. You may even not know you have it. I don't know if I can do it on camera, but I can do a little middle finger flip here. Let me try it again. I'm not going to be able to do it on camera. No, I can't do it on camera. I'm trying to decide if I might want to loosen that up a little bit, see if I can get a little bit better action, but I mean, it's a tiny knife. It doesn't really matter. It's really smooth though. Comes in tight. Everything seems to be done really well here, machined well. As I hear that most of the Spydercos made in Taiwan are. There's no play up or down. Great little knife. Let's give a little comparison. Some of the knives here. Of course, we have to go with the new Para 3. Who doesn't love that? If you haven't got one of these, go out and get it. I also have another video on this as well. Check back in my other videos if you haven't seen it. Great knife. Love this knife. Been carrying this knife a lot. Just got this recently, so I carried it a few times. But this is kind of my newest mainstay when it comes to the carry. But there you go. There's a difference in there. If you look at the Spyderco Chicago, it's almost the size of the handle on the Para 3, which is actually a little bit smaller of a handle than on your PM2. So look at the difference there. Paramilitary 2, which has the bigger handle than the Para 3, which is great, perfect free hand there. This might be a little big for me too, but look how small this thing is. It's almost, actually, I think if you put it right here, it is. If you look from here to here, the knife fits in that handle on the Para 2, Paramilitary 2. But what I'm looking at here, this is not going to be like carrying this anywhere and everywhere, which I think this will be. But when you want to go somewhere where you're worried about people giving you a hard time about the knife you have in your pocket, because this is a little tiny thing, doesn't freak people out, you'll be able to cut things. And actually, say you go to Chicago or somewhere like Chicago, this will be legal. This and this will not be, but this will be. So it may be a spot where this is the only thing you can have, and if it is the only thing you can have, it is a great little knife. I would definitely recommend this to anybody. It is really cool. I've had other little knives, but this one is way better than any other little knife I've ever had. So if you're in a place where you can't have monster knives like this, or even a little bit smaller ones like this, which I feel sorry for if you can't even have this. I'm in New York and I can have this. Then you should go out and get something cool like this. I mean, if you look around, you can get it for like 30 some bucks, which is really not bad for a knife this nice with BD1 steel. And then you think about this with BD1 steel, talking about 80, 90 bucks. It is a lot bigger of a knife, but same steel. So think about it. I bought this used, but he barely used it. It's basically new. So it came with the box and everything. So keep an eye out. If you need a little knife, if it's only legal in a place where you are, I would go get something like this. I mean, the only thing on the small that I have kind of compared to the size is this little Kershaw I have, but even it's a little bigger. But the quality of this is definitely above this little $10 Kershaw. Just has the speed safe, flips right out. But I think I would take this little tiny Chicago better. Great ergonomics for a tiny little knife. I know it only fits 3, but it's still a great little knife. It's really smooth for what it is. Great pocket clip, deep. You don't even barely see anything out of your pants right about there. So my recommendation is, if you live in a place where only 2-inch knives are legal, go get one of these bad boys. Great knife, great knife, great knife. They do have versions from here with carbon fiber scales, stuff like that, different steels. So if you're interested in a small little knife or just need something that's legal for you, go get this. If you have any questions, comments, likes, also check out our Instagram page, which is actually blowing up pretty big. I'm getting up over 300 followers on my Instagram page. Go check that out. It's Knife Culture, or it might be Knife Culture USA. Either way, you look up Knife Culture, it'll be there. Also got a Twitter page and a Facebook page. So I'll put those links down in the comments there. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, all that. You have a great day. Thank you.